Hello everyone, welcome to the Crypto Roadshow. Today we'll look at a couple of things. We'll start with Binance and then we will look at some of the worst technical analysis that you can find. I'm not a big fan of it and we'll look at some examples. But let's start with Binance. A big move from world's biggest crypto exchange that is moving to the beautiful island of Malta. Malta already of itself a very beautiful place that I really plan to visit. But now they are also the center of crypto innovation and crypto business. The biggest exchange, Binance, will be moving from Asia to Malta. The area of Asia is becoming, too difficult to really operate there. There's all kinds of trouble going on around regulation and conflict, and there's just too much uncertainty in that area right now to really operate in an optimal way. So they're making a move to Malta. I think that's a great choice. These islands tend to have a much more flexible approach and really give room and space for this type of business to develop. Up next, let's look at some of the worst technical analysis. I see a lot of it, a lot of charts. I see a lot of people spreading around these charts, trying to tell what will be the next move of Bitcoin, of the price. And I think it's all kind of bullcrap most of the time. It's trying to say what will happen in the future based on these charts, how they went in the past, as if they follow a certain pattern, which is always only the case afterwards and not in front of it. It's never the case that it follows this certain pattern. That is just baloney. So here are some examples that I would like to share. So our first chart, you see these lines are drawn showing that it's going up. The funny thing is about this, everyone can see that it's moving upwards. The entire chart is showing that already. All these lines here, they don't add much value to the prediction. Anyone can see it's or going up or down like this. Then the next one, wow, this is like a piece of art, isn't it? If you present something, it needs to have some kind of clarity, and this is just a lot of colors and numbers and text and lines. It's very messy. That's you cannot present something like this. Then the next one, I always find these funny. You see at the right you have the green arrows and then you have the red arrows, and it's always funny that they basically say it can go either up or it can go down. And that I find these charts my favorite type. They are so funny because those are basically all the options that there is. They either go up or they go down. So that's always like, you're always right, of course, either way. Well, as you can see, this is a similar type of chart showing like a trend line up and a trend line down based on the peaks or the bottoms. And then finally, this one is showing these arrows here on the right. I also find it very funny. Basically, it's just saying it will repeat the previous pattern. So once again, this could be the case or it could be not the case at all. It will probably do something very different, and then they will, these type of analysts, they usually adapt their prediction based on the latest information or the latest chart. And they'll say, now it will go the other way, or this is a different pattern now, as if this makes any sense. And that's the funny thing about it. They treat it like these patterns make certain sense and are predictable in some way, while most of the time, as you can see, it's like the fundamentals that really decide if the price is going up or down in the case of crypto. So these charts, I look at them and I'll just smile, I laugh, and then I move on. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope to see you next time, and good luck on crypto trading.